Assalamualaikum and good morning. Today we'll be experimenting about the topic rate of photosynthesis. Plants carry out photosynthesis to make their own food. Oxygen is released as a byproduct of photosynthesis. Light energy from the sun is absorbed by the chlorophyll and used to make sugar, which stores chemical energy. The rate of photosynthesis is affected by the following factors, which are the concentration of carbon dioxide, availability of water, and the light intensity. The objective of the experiment is to determine the effect of light distance on the rate of photosynthesis, while the hypothesis of the experiment is if the light intensity increases, the rate of photosynthesis also increases. The materials that are needed in the experiment are leaves, syringe, carbon dioxide, baking soda, distilled water, beaker, hole puncher, and a ruler. Let's dive deep into the steps of the experiment. First, we have to choose one species of plant. Then we have to find the common name or the scientific name of the plant. Use a hole puncher or straw to get 10 leaves of the plant. Remove the plunger from the syringe and remove the cover from the tip. Put the leaf disc into the barrel of syringe. For the next step, place the plunger into the syringe. Next, in a beaker, mix 0.5 grams sodium carbonate with 50 ml of water. Draw about 6 to 8 ml of carbonate solution into the syringe. Hold the syringe with the tip up. Expel the air by gently pushing on the plunger. Plug the tip of the syringe tightly with your fingers and gently pull on the plunger. This will create a slight vacuum. Hold the vacuum for a few seconds and then release the plunger. Repeat the previous step several times until all the discs have sunk to the bottom of the flask. And all of the discs have settled to the bottom of the solution. Carefully remove the plunger and pour the disc and solution into the cup. Set up our torchlight so that it is suspended about 3 cm above the beaker. And then we turn on the light and start the timer. Watch the leaf disc at the bottom of the cup. After several minutes, the disc should begin floating to the top of the solution. Record the number of floating discs every minute until all the discs start to float. Once finished, remove the light and put the cup in the dark for 15 minutes or cover with an aluminum foil. Repeat steps 3 to 15 using the same leaf, but set up the torchlight so that it is suspended about 10 cm above the beaker. The results of the experiment are represented in the graph of total number of floating leaf discs against the time taken. In this experiment, we'll be discussing about 1. How does the suction help the leaf discs to sink? Leaves have air in the spaces between cells, which helps them to collect CO2 from their environment. The suction will help us to apply a gentle vacuum to the leaf disc in solution that forces the air out and replaced with the solution. Second, if you conduct the experiment without baking soda, what will happen to the leaf disc? Why? The leaf discs take in carbon dioxide from the baking soda solution. In the presence of light, the leaf discs carry out photosynthesis. If there is no baking soda, photosynthesis does not occur, and it will stay at the bottom of the beaker. Next, why do the leaf discs in the baking soda solution begin to float? The leaf disc, as mentioned earlier, releases oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis. Where oxygen is less dense than water, hence the leaf disc started to float. Lastly, what happened to the leaf disc in the dark? We have to justify our answer. Well, the leaf discs carry out cellular respiration in the dark and releases carbon dioxide instead of oxygen. As we all know, carbon dioxide is more dense than water, hence the leaf disc will sink to the bottom of the beaker. The conclusion that we can get through the experiment are: light intensity affects the rate of photosynthesis. If the light intensity is high, the rate of photosynthesis increases. However, if light is absent, plants undergo the process of cellular respiration instead of photosynthesis, where they form carbon dioxide instead of oxygen.